You have probably heard about the salmon sponge facial. Many celebrities get it, it costs a fortune, everyone swears by it. And now that same ingredient is in creams and serums everywhere, it's called PDRN. Have you heard it? Okay, so I'm a doctor in Seoul, and here's the thing, that PDRN cream on your shelf, depending on how you are using it, you might be throwing your money away. Not because it's a bad ingredient. PDRN is a really good one. I use it at my clinic. But most people are using it in the exact way that makes it do almost nothing. And the sad part is they will never know. So let me show you what actually changes it. Let me say something nice about PDRN first, because it really does deserve it. PDRN is basically tiny pieces of DNA, and yeah, the ones used in my clinics come from salmon. That's the part everyone laughs about, but there's a reason for it. Salmon DNA is close enough to ours that our skin doesn't fight it. It just accepts it. So, what does it do? When those DNA pieces reach the living part of your skin, the layer underneath, where healing actually happens, they give your skin a signal. Something like, okay, time to repair. And your skin starts doing its own repair work, better blood flow, less inflammation, faster healing. This isn't marketing. It's used on wounds, on burns. It's even used for diabetic foot ulcers. Those are wounds that just refuse to close. PDRN helps them close. And in my clinic, I inject it. Acne scars, tiny clappy skin, dull skin. I've watched it work. So no, I'm not here to tell you PDRN is fake. It isn't. It works. But notice what I just said. In my clinic, I inject it. That word is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and that's where this whole thing starts to fall apart. Okay, so why does that one word matter so much? Your skin has a wall on top. It's thinner than a sheet of paper, and its entire job, the only thing it does, is keep stuff out. Pollution, bacteria, whatever you put on it, it doesn't care that you paid $100. It keeps things out. And there's a size limit to that wall, roughly 500. That's the number where things is getting through on their own. PDRN, at its smallest, PDRN is about 100 times over that limit. At its biggest, 3,000 times over. So a moving truck trying to get through a doggy door. That's why I inject it. Injecting skips the wall completely. That's the whole trick. And there is no trick when you rub it on your face. Now the brands have an answer ready for this. They will tell you we cut it down, smaller pieces, low molecular weight PDRN. Problem solved, right? Here's what nobody tells you. The size isn't an accident. The size is the ingredient. PDRN works because it fits a specific receptor in your skin, like a key in a lock. And every study is showing that it works. Every single one used PDRN in that size range. That's the range the research lives in. And the bottom of that range is still 100 times too big to get through your skin. So think about what low molecular weight really means. To get small enough to pass that wall, you'd have to go way below anything anyone has studied. That's not a better PDRN. That's just something else, something nobody has tested. And does size really matter that much? There's another medicine made of DNA pieces, same idea, just a different size. And it doesn't heal wounds like PDRN does. Not even close, looks the same on paper. Completely different result. So here's the corner PDRN is touted. Big enough to work, too big to get in. Small enough to get in, and it's not really PDRN anymore. And nobody is fixing that next year. That's just what this ingredient is. So then, why is it in everything? Okay, so why is PDRN in every serum on the shelf right now? Two reasons, and neither one is about your skin. First one, the name is hot. Everybody saw the salmon facial, everybody saw the price tag. So the world carries something now, put PDRN on a bottle and it sells. It doesn't have to work, it just has to say it. Second one, this is the part that actually explains everything. In the US, you can't get the injection, not for beauty. It's not approved for that here. So think about it from the brand's side. There is this hot ingredient, huge demand, and the one form that actually works. You are not allowed to sell it. What's left? A cream. A cream is what's left. And that's the thing about creams. Nobody has to prove they do anything. A drug has to prove it. A cream just has to be safe. That's the whole bar. So the injection is where the science is. The cream is where the market is. And those are two different places. Now, I'm not saying your PDRN serum does nothing. A lot of people use one and their skin does look better. That's real, I believe you. But go flip your bottle over. There is hyaluronic acid in there, probably vitamin B3, maybe peptides, maybe ceramides. And those work. Those have been working for 20 years. So your skin looks better and it might have nothing to do with the salmon. You are getting a good serum, you are just paying PDRN money for it. Okay, so what should you actually do? Because there is a way to use this stuff and there's a way that's better. Alright, so what do you actually do with this? Let me tell you what PDRN is trying to do in there. It's trying to press a button. There's a switch on your skin cells. Press it, and the cell starts repairing. That's it. That's the whole job. PDRN is just a very large object trying to press a very small button. So here's the funny part, that button. We already have something that presses it directly. It's called adenosine, and adenosine is 267. Remember the word 500? Adenosine walks right through. We have been shipping a truck to deliver a key, and the key fits in the mail slot. Adenosine is in a lot of products. It's cheap. It's been around forever. Nobody made a TikTok about it, and it gets in. Peptides too, also small, also get in, also well studied. And if you want the thing with the most evidence behind it for actually rebuilding skin, that's retinoids. For transparency, that's a prescription in the US. You would have to see someone, but nothing on the shelf beats it. Okay, but say you already bought the PDRN serum. It's sitting there. Do you throw it out? No. And actually, this is where it gets interesting. Remember the wall? The wall is why nothing gets in. So what happens when that wall gets weaker? If your barrier is weakened right now, you have irritated, you over-exfoliated, you are red and stinging, you just had a procedure, that wall isn't doing its job as well. And when it's weaker, more gets in. That's not a theory, that's just physics. And PDRN's whole thing is coming. It's repair signaling, which is exactly what skin in that state actually needs. So here's the honest answer to how you use this. Your PDRN serum makes the most sense on the days your skin is at its worst, not on the days it's fine, which is backwards from how everyone's using. People save it for their perfect skin glow routine. That's the day it does the least. For transparency though, the strong studies here are still the injection studies. What I'm telling you is what makes sense based on how skin works, not a trial I can hand you, so I'm not going to oversell it. And if your skin is genuinely inflamed, like ongoing, not just a bad week, that's not a serum conversation. That's a go see someone conversation. But on a rough skin day, sure, that's the day your PDRN earns its keep. So let me put this together. PDRN is a good ingredient. I mean that at the start, And I mean it now. I use it. It heals wound. It calms things down. It's real. The problem was never the salmon. The problem is the jar. Everything we know about PDRN we learned from a needle. And somewhere between the needle and the shelf, all the research got borrowed for a product that can't do the same thing. That's not PDRN's fault. That's just what happens when an ingredient gets famous. Should we just throw you out? No. Use it on your love days. That's when it makes sense. Should we go buy one? I would rather you bought adenosine or peptide or matrix. Small, cheap, they get in and they have been quietly working this whole time while everyone was busy talking about fish. Now, let me be fair here at the end. Delivery technology is a real field. Liposomes, encapsulation, people are working on this and it's not fake. Some of it will probably get somewhere, but when a brand tells you they solved it, ask them one question. Show me the study in humans with your product on intact skin, not the injection study, theirs. Almost nobody can answer that yet. If someone can, I will make a video about it. I would love to be long on this one. And look, the boring truth is that the best skincare is the one you actually do every day. A cheap adenosine serum you use every night beats a $100 PDRN serum you use when you remember. The ingredient was never the hard part, showing up was. Alright, that's PDRN. If this saved you some money, you know what to do. If today's video helped, please our channel, subscribe and hit the like. And I will see you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.